When you think Hollywood can't get any worse with their woke bullshit, oh boy, do they exceed that expectation. I'm sure most people recognize The Office, which is one of the best sitcoms ever made, if not the best. Mindy Kaling, who was a writer on the show and also played the iconic character, Kelly, has now gone woke and made one of the worst comedy shows of all times. And oh, don't get me wrong, they haven't made a whole new show, ha ha ha, we would be giving Hollywood too much credit for that. Remember Scooby-Doo, probably your childhood cartoon that you grew up with. Well, this isn't now feel old yet? And you may have noticed that the characters look completely different now. Well, of course they do, since being a white straight person is the biggest sin in our modern day, so naturally they had to race swap the characters. Velma, who is apparently now Indian and coincidentally played by Mindy, who is also Indian, is also a lesbian, because of course she is. Of course the show starts up by Velma complaining about how women are not given interesting stories like the other 50,000 remakes we had in Hollywood for the past few years, because what is a female lead without complaining about sexism in movies and shows? That's as if it ever existed to begin with. And I guess the new trending thing in bad shows now is to point out the clichés, thinking it will somehow make it any less terrible. Also, is it just me, or do they keep making up stereotypes in this show? They would make a statement as if it's relatable, but all I've seen is confusion by people, myself included. Do I even have to go into the sexualization of teenagers in this show? I mean, at this point, it's become very normalized that it makes me very worried about young kids. I just wonder how many more failed shows it will take for the mainstream media to stop with this crap and actually start producing good shows and movies like they used to. Almost everything produced these days is a remake of an iconic show in which characters are race-swapped, gay, female, oppressed, and you name it. These topics are garbage for entertainment to begin with, and now they are in literally everything. I hope 2023 is going to be the end of the woke mind virus, because if this continues on, I'm moving to Afghanistan.
God, that was an abomination. That was
awful. My ass is actually sore. My ass is actually sore.